You said you come across trading in high school, you said?
Yeah.
And it was a trading 212, classic.
Yeah.
And, you had that sort of passion then in regards to, that image of trading.
Yeah.
What was then the reality when you first starting out,
Yeah, I mean, everyone can make money on a demo account, and I'm sure we'll get into that, shortly. People tell you, it's a demo account, it's the same thing. No, it's not. It's not. I mean, even when I teach now, I say to traders, it's better to have a small live account, £300, £500, £1,000, than a 500k demo account. It's not the same. And it's not even, I'm not even talking about the sort of psychological effect of things. A demo account isn't the same. It's a simulation of real market conditions. A demo account's the same as real trading in the same sense that, a Formula One simulator is the same as racing Formula One. If it was the same, we would just do that, wouldn't we? You know what I mean? If something was exactly the same as, if a simulator was exactly the same as, those guys wouldn't be out there risking their lives, driving around a track at 250 miles an hour. They'd just be in the simulator. Demo accounts will simulate live conditions, but they're not live conditions. So when you're on a demo account, happy days, you make tons of money. It's fantastic. You can hold through insane periods of drawdown. You can go 10 times risk, whatever. What a lot of people don't realize as well is on a demo account, you typically have higher leverage. You're guaranteed fill prices. You execute, 100 lots short in, let's go some obscure market, the CAD yen. You're not going to get filled at the price that you actually hit those bids at. So in a demo account, you will. The market gaps against you on a demo account, you'll get filled at the price your stop was at. You wouldn't on live. All these types of things, they do add up. So there I was trading a demo account, thinking I'm a legend, making hundreds of thousands of pounds. And I opened my first live account with Trading 212 in the end of 2015. So sometimes I speak about that on Twitter. I've actually posted the email from that live account at 15 years old. Thank goodness regulations came in very swiftly after in 2016. It was always, you weren't allowed to, but brokers and stuff weren't very stringent prior to 2016. When ESMA and all that kind of stuff came in full force, everything in the industry cracked down, especially brokers that service jurisdictions like FCA jurisdictions. They crack down on absolutely everything. So if you go to a decent broker, you might be waiting days, multiple days for a deposit to go through and that kind of thing, because they are really taking things through and making sure everything's lined up, making sure they're playing by the rules. People don't really get that. But anyway, so had this demo account with Trading 212, opened a live account. I ended up doing signals and that kind of thing, as most people do. Seen these guys on Instagram. I remember speaking to my parents and I'm like, these guys will literally just tell you what they're trading and they get a little bit of, the profits you make. So, happy days, everybody wins. And they're like, this sounds too good to be true. And I'm like, boomers, boomers just don't get it. Like, this is the money-making opportunity of a lifetime. I remember driving along in my Golf and getting a text through from some signals channel and pulling over to put on the trades and that kind of thing. Oh man, it's cringe. But done that for a while, realized it didn't work. Thought maybe I've not got enough money in it. So put more money into my trading account, lost significant amounts of that. And it was probably within the first couple of years that I actually sought decent education. People who say they're self-taught, load of nonsense. Everybody's learned from somebody. Whether that be you've taken multiple courses and whatever. But I initially got into swing trading, liked the idea of that. And then I discovered Tom Dante pretty early on. A guy who wasn't even serious about trading, just sent me one of his videos, said, check this guy out. And I checked him out and I really clicked with him. And, over that kind of period of time, I would look at a lot of his stuff, his webinars that were on YouTube and his Edges for Ledges series. And me and Tom have a great relationship to this day. His education really was the foundation of my trading success, I would say, Tom Dante stuff.
Incredible to hear. And it's amazing to hear as well, like, paying that homage, for example, and just mentioning that, because as I'm sure you've seen in the space, that's something that doesn't happen often enough. Like I was mentored by someone called Rit. And I think, as you said, I think there's a misconception of people saying, self-taught.
Yeah.
When, as you say, 99.9, if not everyone, had to learn from somewhere.
That's right.
And it's a cycle that will constantly happen. And it's the right way to go about it anyway. You know, you want to learn from someone, learn from their mistakes, be able to gain knowledge, and then you can pass that on. You know? That's the beautiful thing. And I think that's the way of life, really. Otherwise, knowledge will stop.
Yeah. Yeah. People, it's pride. It sounds good to say you're self-taught, but when someone says self-taught, I hear the same thing that I hear when someone goes 95% success rate, 95% hit rate. No, you don't. You weren't self-taught. You don't have a 95%, strike rate. It's all just ego and pride, really, isn't it? But I have absolutely no qualms. I mean, as you'll know, I teach people to trade now. I don't teach what Tom teaches. My trading has gone in a different direction. We still have the core principles, and myself and Tom speak, regularly. He teaches like discretionary swing trading. I teach very mechanical, data-backed approach. But the technical principles that form the foundation of my entries and that kind of thing are from Tom Dante. And I mean, I still recommend my students to look at his stuff and to follow him on Twitter and all that, because in all honesty, I think he's a great trader. I think he has the right approach as well. He's not one of these, kind of, I don't know how to say it, but you get people who are like really cringy about trading.
Yeah.
Trading is my life and all this kind of stuff. He's a chilled guy. Trading is his job. He treats it like a job. He treats it like a career. He doesn't treat it like a lifestyle. You know what I mean? And that cringes me out when people like trading is my life. It's like, get a grip, mate. Like trading's a means to an end.
Yeah.
You should enjoy it. You should enjoy what you do. I love to trade. It does play a big role in my life, but trading is a way to make money to facilitate life. That's all it is. My wife, my family, they're my life. Trading is not my life. Look at candlesticks.
Can you imagine? I understand the passion, like I said, and we're both passionate about trading, and I think
absolutely
you have to be, in order to succeed at it. But as you say, like there's way more to life, and way more important things as well to make sure you have focus on and have on that pedestal, if you will.
Yeah,
there's more important things to have on that pedestal than trading.
When you put trading on that pedestal, you put something up this high. And I'm not even into all this kind of like psychology stuff and all that. If you put something up on a pedestal, you will never reach it. You will never attain to it. If trading is like your end goal, then you're just going to be continually chasing your tail.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's always going to be a new system, a new shiny object that's going to come along, a new mentor or so and so who keep jumping between. Yeah. Couldn't agree more.